What's up, fucker? Sorry guys. Well, welcome to my face reveal. Me, Mr. Captain Raging Rex. I'm back from a long vacation. I gotta say, I'm really happy to be back. It was a long, fruitful vacation. I got to swim with dolphins, saw a shitload of jellyfish, and I almost died by alligator. So, yeah, but I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be in front of y'all, recording videos for you guys. However, I'm not going to be back for much longer. I'm only back for a couple more days, and then I have to go on my assignment. And after that, I will be back for maybe the rest of the summer, but I'm going on maybe like a couple weeks assignment, but I'm not going to be gone any longer than I was for this vacation. But anyways, I'm really happy to be back, and I'm excited to introduce, since I'm back here with y'all, a brand new series. It's not going to be a long one. It's going to be a short series, but it's a series that I'm going to be really passionate about. And it is Rex's Armory. I've been talking about how much I love guns for a while. I'm a huge Pro 2A advocate, and I really want to show what I've been using, what I've been shooting at the range, and any new toys that I got to show y'all. But one thing that really supports me is when you hit that like button, you hit that subscribe button. If you want to see more of my videos, if you want to keep supporting me, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my utmost honor to introduce probably one of my favorite guns of all time, the Daniel Defense Mark 18. Here's a little full view of it. Now, this is the first AR-15 that I ever bought. And I will say, I am very proud to own this thing. It is a AR pistol by Daniel Defense. It's got a 10.3 inch barrel, very short profile barrel. It's really good for maneuvering between doorways and for clearing houses, stuff like that. It does a lot of stuff that your average 16 inch barrel AR can't really do. And I mean, well, it can shoot pretty far. I think it's accurate to about 250 yards. But after that, it starts to see some bullet drop. And you really tend to see that with a lot of short barrel rifles, a lot of AR pistols with this kind of barrel length. Usually a 16-inch barrel will give you maybe 500 yards, then you'll start to see some drop. But it's all about what you need, what you need your gun for. Now, as you can see, I've added a couple of extra things on here. However, I would say if you really want this gun, I highly recommend this gun. I would say save up for it, because this thing it costs quite a bit of money. I mean, I was kind of a little broke after getting it. I had to cheap out on some of the other parts that I used for it, but I will tell you, it was worth every single penny. Now, I'll show you what else I have on here. I have a Surefire white light, which is good for clearing rooms in the dark. I really recommend their white lights, and they really have a strong reputation. Really highly recommend, if you're gonna buy a white light from them, probably buy from Surefire. It's gonna be a little pricey, but you're getting really good quality. Now, when it comes to foregrips, I have a Magpul angle foregrip, and I don't have a vertical foregrip because since this is an AR pistol, it is illegal to put a vertical grip on an AR pistol with a barrel length of less than 16 inches. I know, it's a stupid rule. ATF, looking at you. But yeah, I got an angle foregrip. Still works very well. I really like it. Now, when it comes to the rail system, this is a Daniel Defense Riz 2 rail system. These things are probably some of the strongest rail systems on the market. You're really not going to find much stronger rail systems than this. These things have been torture tested through various conditions, and they're damn near invincible. I would highly recommend Daniel Defense's Riz 2 rail system. It's going to be a little bit heavier than your average M-Lock or Keymod rail, but hey, it's damn near invincible, and this shit ain't gonna break. So highly recommend it. Now, when it comes to the red dot, like I said, I had to cheap out on it because I was kind of broke after buying this thing, but still, this is just like a red dot that I bought off Amazon. I think I'll upgrade to a different red dot site later. But yeah, it's still decent red dot sight. I mean, I use this thing at the range and still got pretty good battery life. And I mean, yeah, it's pretty damn strong. Now, charging handle. This is Daniel Defense's charging handle. And man, they make some good charging handles. When it comes to charging handle on any AR, I would highly recommend this Daniel Defense charging handle or a Radian's Arms charging handle, because they make some pretty good stuff. Now, the magazine that comes with the gun is a Daniel Defense 32 round magazine. I really like their magazines. I gotta say. I mean, I didn't really expect much coming from these, but I mean, I find myself using these a lot more than my average Magpul P-Mags, which surprised me at first. I mean, it's really interesting. It's got a little stippling on the magazine, so you can get a good grip around it when you're taking it out or putting it in. As I fumble to put the maggot back in there. Bulk carrier groups. Now, when it comes to bulk carrier groups, as you can see, this is Daniel Defense's own bulk carrier group, and they also did a damn good job on this thing. This gun is fed every single round I fired through it. I fired hundreds of rounds through this gun, and I've had zero issues. I'm really proud of Daniel Defense and what they've done. Now, y'all know what I'm going to talk about. Pistol brace. Okay, this is an SB Tactical pistol brace. The gun comes with the SB Tactical pistol brace. And this is because of a law that the ATF enacted, where if you have an AR with a barrel length of less than 16 inches, it's going to be considered a short barrel rifle, unless you put this bad boy on there. Then it's considered a pistol. If you put a traditional stock on there, or if you want a traditional stock on this, you're going to have to go through a lot of paperwork. You're going to have to file your gun under the National Firearms Act or the NFA, and pay a $200 tax stamp and wait about 6 months to a damn year to get your AR. I know, it's horrible. But with this pistol brace, I mean, you're able to get it pretty quickly. And the main reason for having a pistol brace, it's to act as sort of like to act as the name intends, a stabilizing brace. So what you do is you take the Velcro, strap it onto your arm right here, and then you would shoot it like you would a pistol. And this would just stabilize your gun. And this was mainly meant for, this was made by a guy who wanted to make something for his a friend who was a veteran, I think, and who was disabled. He couldn't shoot his guns properly, so he made this for him. And then they started selling them on the open market, and now everyone wants one of these. Now I think they're trying to make some rule about banning these things or something like that, but we're gonna get over it. We'll get over it eventually. Pistol grip. This is one of the last things I'll talk about. Pistol grip. Now this is Daniel Defense's own pistol grip. They don't go to any other company to make these. These are their own. A lot of people complain about these pistol grips, but I actually have grown quite fond of them. They got a little bit of a rubber. They've got a bit of like a rubber mold around here, with some good little stippling here, so that your hands won't slip. I've actually grown quite fond of it, and grown to like it as I go. So good pistol grip. Oh, I also forgot. I have flip up iron sights, flip up Magpul M-Bus iron sights. I think in the future I'll upgrade to their pro iron sights, because these are okay iron sights. I mean, you'll get them on your average AR if you do ever get a cheap set of iron sights, because most ARs these days don't come with a pair of iron sights. They don't come with a red dot, so you're gonna have to buy all that extra stuff on your own. Yeah, so got everything on here. Oh yeah, right. Last thing I wanted to talk about, trigger. Now this trigger, it's got a decent pull to it. I forget the weight behind it, but I mean, it still feels pretty smooth. So let me just check. Nothing in there, and yeah, very smooth trigger. Yeah, very smooth trigger. Now this gun is priced at around, I think it's priced at around $1,900. If you can afford it, highly recommend it. I saved up all of last summer for this. It's been nearly a year since I've had it. Man, I just love this thing. I love this gun. If you can afford it, I would highly recommend you get it. They're usually not in stock that much. So what I would do is I would go to the Daniel Defense site and buy it directly from them and have it shipped to your FFL dealer. Now my FFL dealer, they didn't, since they specialize in Daniel Defense guns, they didn't require a transfer fee, which is pretty damn nice. But they also it took a while to get that back in stock on the website. I had to wait all day. Usually I think these things go back in stock on Fridays. So if you want to get them, I had to wait at like 6 p.m. Exactly, because they went back in stock exactly at that time, and I bought it right then and there. And man, I was ecstatic. I was so happy that I was able to get this thing. This is one of my best purchases I've ever made. This is gonna be in my family for generations. I'm gonna pass this down to my kids when I get them. Yeah, so this is it. Daniel Defense, Mark 18. All right, now I have a couple other guns I do want to show in the future, but right now I'm out of time. I'm very happy to reveal my face to you guys. Thank you all so much for the support while I was gone. I could see everything. I was checking YouTube constantly. Like, my channel is constantly growing. I'm constantly getting watch time, and I cannot thank you guys enough for that. You guys are keeping me steady. I'm really, really happy for y'all. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hey, watch out for those wrist rockets.